It's J Talk. Should you buy this fragrance? Welcome back to J-ROYL, everyone. My name is James and this is J Talk, where we have a bit of a talk, a little bit of a chat, perhaps a tiny bit of a discussion. I get asked a lot of questions as a YouTube reviewer, and I must say I am flattered that you guys like my advice so much. I like being liked. Some of the more common questions tend to be, hey James, should I buy this fragrance? Hey dude, what's your opinion on this guy? To everyone that's asked me that question, here's my response. If you need to ask me if you should buy a fragrance, don't buy that fragrance. As a fragrance YouTube reviewer, what I love to do is I like to share my experience with you guys. I've worn quite a few fragrances and I've smelt quite a bit more than that. And no matter how in sync you think our tastes are, you have to make the decisions yourself. When I first got into collecting, I bought into hype very, very easily. And I fell into certain traps where I would buy a fragrance off of someone's recommendation, get it, and then brainwash myself into liking that fragrance. I would get a fragrance, smell it, be like, oh, it's nice. I guess. Maybe I'll learn to like it. But really, that makes no sense to me now. If I buy a fragrance, I want to be compelled to buy that fragrance. I want to be so obsessed with that fragrance that no matter what anyone else tells me about how bad that fragrance is, I want it because I love it. The same goes for you guys. Sure, I can give my opinion on a fragrance, but that's my opinion. Your taste will always be different. Yes, there's some similarities and some parallels, but everyone's an individual, right? It's okay to ask for opinions and advice as to what's a better purchase, but don't let that dialogue convince you to make a purchase. You can allow others to perhaps give you a new insight or a new perspective on a certain fragrance, but really the decision to pull the trigger and buy that fragrance has to come completely from you. And that comes from a lot of testing. I used to be a big time blind buyer based on hype and reviews, and although a lot of them turned out okay, some totally didn't. And while in a lot of cases you're able to sell those fragrances, you won't always make your money back. Take the time, do the proper research, and the best kind of research is just getting a sample and smelling it on yourself. Like I've said before, don't let us dictate what you buy. Although we're all in this fragrance journey together, we're all on individual separate paths. And these paths are one lane only, so get out of my lane. All our links to the Facebook group, Snapchat, and Instagram are down below. And if you like what you see, then go ahead and subscribe and like this video. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. I take no responsibility of your blind buys. Peace.
Bottom line, I just love all my fans. Say it!